Hey guys, sorry I haven't put a video out last week. We've been having some bad weather come through Ohio in the area that I'm in. We've had some cold days, some windy days, so it dropped the water temp down quite a bit, and the crappie, the saw guy, and everything else has moved out. And with this week, with temperatures being in the 70s, a day in the 80s and 60s, the bite should be picking back up. But what we're going to do today, I've had a few people comment on my posts about my rigs and jigs that I'm using. So I want to do this video to point out what I'm using. This black rod right here, I got a try-on reel. It's a number 25. I got this one set up with a 3/4 inch bobber, and I have it double rigged with a double overhand knot with a hand tied jig. Here, get this on. Look, with a hand tied jig. I have to hang there so you guys can see it. With the hand tied jig, you can pick them up in Lake Laramie at Spillway Bait and Tackle. Mike, he does an incredible job hand painting jigs. Then I just have my regular hook here. I don't have a jig on it. I'll show you the jigs that I use a lot. That's a 1/32 ounce with a number 8 sickle hook. I don't know if you can. With a number 8 sickle. Yeah, let's see, show you guys. There's a sickle. And that pulls 11-foot Wally Marshall Signature Series. This is the pull that you guys see me use a lot. It's a Bass Pro Crappie Max 10-footer. I've had this for probably about 6 years, and I have a Mitchell reel with a 1/2 inch football float to another jig head that's sickled hooked, and I got 4 pounds slime line on this rod, and on my Wally Marshall I got a 4-pound tri-lean high vis. Now for the jigs I use, set this pulls to the ground. Open these up, then I'll angle the camera down so you guys can see them. Angle this down. Oops. Zoom in a little bit. Oh, they can't zoom. Okay. So what I got here are my crappie jigs. The majority of the style that I use. These are 1.25 inch. I do have some 3s. I do have some 1.5 inch jigs, but I don't have them with me right now. These are, so the colors you've been seeing me use are this pearl and chartreuse. These are all stinger shads, 1.25 inch. Pink and pearl. Then my clear chartreuse with speckles. You see me use this one. It's a pink tail, which is chartreuse top, silver flakes with a pearl bottom. Then I got my pearl. And you've also seen me use this bright pink tail with a bubblegum body. When I go to Indian Lake, I've been using this. It's a red tail with a purple body. Oops. Put this back on. Sorry about that, yo. Okay. So that's what I use in that's what I use a lot of. Oh, and I've also, this is another color you see me use. It's the light purple top, clear with silver glitter bottom, with a white tail. Those are some of my primary colors. Then I got whites. I got some white and orange, purple, pink and blue, purple, black, purple, blue, pink and green, blue and green, orange. I got all kinds of colors. Now, when I fish my dark waters, I'll mainly use, let me get them out of here. And sometimes you see me use the black and chartreuse. That's good for clean water, dirty water, either way. I got a regular black chartreuse. Then I have a black and chartreuse with a silver bottom. Or pearl bottom, I should say. Sorry about that. But when I hit the muddy water, let me get all these colors. Okay, so right here, for my muddy water, I use a purple, black and blue, red and chartreuse, a red, a blue, blue and chartreuse, black, purple and chartreuse, or black and purple. Now my rainy days, the days it's raining, I love using purple. When it rains, I'll go to purple because the water's starting to muddy up a little bit, and it's raining, it's overcast, so I'll use this purple stinger or a purple and chartreuse. Those are two colors I use when it rains. It works a lot. I've had good luck with it. And sometimes if the purple don't work, I'll use either blue and chartreuse or I'll use a blue. I catch a lot of fish off of those. Trying to think of anything else. And a reminder is when you're out crappie fishing, I know I said it in previous videos, I'll start off between about 2.5 to 3 foot jigging, depending on where I go. If I'm by the docks or if I'm around boat lifts or anything like that, I'll use a deeper set. But then what I do is I go shallower if I ain't getting anything deeper. So I'll go from 3 foot and I'll work my way to 18 inches or maybe 8 inches. Then if I can get in there, what I'll do is I'll go back to 2.5 foot. Then I'll go 3 foot, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5. And usually, once you change them ranges, you'll find the fish. Because a lot of times it's your depth and your coloration. So your colors, a lot of people get confused. They want to use dark colors and light water, which I can understand, because a lot of people think the fish will be able to see it. Well, fish don't necessarily see color. There are some videos on YouTube that you can look up that will show you at different depths. They'll have black chartreuse, purple, pink, green, white, and all this. The farther down it goes, the lighter the color is. So pretty much what fish see is the shades. So your darker colors in your dark water, your stained water will throw off a darker shade than what your your blacks and your reds will throw off a dark color or a dark shade in dark water. It will stand out more. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry about that. Then your light, your clear water, you'll want to use your greens, your pinks, oranges work too. Then your white orange, your black and chartreuse, pearl and pink, your green and pink, or green and pearl. Pink and chartreuse, your pearls, and that's about it. That's about what I use in light colors and in light water conditions. So if you use a dark color in light water conditions, you're gonna throw off a real big shade, and the fish ain't gonna want to do nothing with it. So you gotta kind of go through and match the water quality of your jigs. So basically what I do is, if I'm not too sure on how a jig's gonna look in the water, I'll put one on and I'll dip it down and I'll lower it. And if I can see that jig 8 inches, 9 inches, I'll use it. I'll try to use it and work from there. Then if I have to, I'll go when it's that in between of light mud to dark mud waters, light stain to muddy water, I'll go darker. But if it's a light stain to clear water, then I'll go light. We're getting into April. The fish are going to start moving. They're going to, once that water hits about 60, 65 degrees, a lot of your crappie are going to start spawning in these smaller lakes. So what you want to do is you want to go out and hit your boat lifts first thing in the morning, because that's going to be your boat lifts and your concrete. That's going to be the first things to heat up in the morning when that sun comes up, because it's going to be a cold night still. So in the morning, once that sun comes out, start hitting them boat lifts. Start hitting around seawalls with some brush. Then later on your day, as you move on, then you can hit your wood piles and all that. So you basically want to set a pattern to where, you know, in the morning you gotta go fish metal or fish your seawalls, something that heats up and attracts some fish. Then later on in the afternoon, then your wood will start heating up, and your shallow water will start heating up a little bit more. Then you'll be able to go hit them little pad beds, 4 to 8 inches, and start hitting your crappie in them. Or you can go to your brush pile and start hitting your crappie on your brush pile. But be careful when you're fishing brush piles. And I've said this in videos, that you work the outside and you work in. So work the outsides of brush piles, work outwards and to end. Sometimes you won't catch them on the outsides, sometimes you won't catch them right. You'll catch them right in the, like sort of towards the middle, then you'll catch them in the middle. So a lot of times what I do is I'll work the outside for a little bit on both sides. I'll work the outside. Then I'll work on the next stage in. Then if I'm not getting them there, then I'll work the next stage. Then if I catch fish, I'll start back on the outsides. Then I keep working in and working out to get the fish. Then what you want to do is you want to watch to see how big them tree limbs are, because if you have it set for 8 inches and you're sitting there fishing and your bobber's just sitting on its side, you want to raise it up a little bit and get it out there, because then your bobber will sit straight up and you won't be sitting on them logs. But if you do want to fish a little bit in the danger zone, which a lot of times for crappie fishing, you have to fish in the danger zone in order to catch fish. Yes, you'll use a lot of lures, jigs, hooks, and bobbers. Actually, I'm getting short on bobbers, so I haven't bought none in a couple of years. You'll lose them, but fishing in dangerous areas in your brush are going to be rewarding. That's why it's hard for me not to fish in them areas, because I've caught a lot of big fish in tree structures. What else have people been asking? There's a few things that people have been asking, but I can't remember them all. But yeah, like I said, since we're in October, everything's going to start heating up. The fish are going to get more active. Well, if there's any more questions that you guys have for me, I will do another uplink, another video, and here soon I will show you how to shoot. How I set up for my shooting. There's a couple different ways you can do with a bobber, without a bobber, and I'll show you the stop that I use, and I'll go through the steps on how to shoot. And then after we get done shooting, showing you how to shoot, then we'll go out and shoot on bank or off a kayak or a boat or whatever. So we'll go from there. But remember, oops, Rocky Water Outfitters is one of the sponsors of the channel. They're in St. Mary's, Ohio. Here, hold on, I'll get the card out. I have the card on me. They're in St. Mary's, Ohio. All you gotta do is go down 66 going out of town by Kroger, go by school, hit the light, take a right, follow the lane straight down, and Rocky Waters and Surge Stripes is sitting right there in the building. They have the jigs I showed you, the jigs that I use. They have twin tails, triple tails, they have stinger shads, that's for drop fishing. They got your catfish rods, they got your catfish reels, the crappie reels, walleye lures, line, they have all kinds of stuff. So go ahead and check them out. They're in St. Mary's, Ohio. It's Rocky Water Outfitters. I'll put their information down on the screen so you guys have it. But if there's any more questions that you guys need or want answered, or want me to come on and show you, just leave a comment at the below and I will respond, and I'll make another video about whatever you ask. But thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Remember, pause, enjoy life. Oh yeah, and one other thing. The jigs I showed you are going to be part of the raffle. There's going to be some of them, some twist double tails. It's going to be a sorted box. So you're going to have a inch and a quarter, and some short, some bigger. So it's going to be mixed boxes. So what you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and pick a number 1 through 500. I know on my video for searching for crappie, there's a couple of you that have put numbers down. So if you could, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and write down your number along with the videos. We will do another video to show you what's in the boxes as soon as we get them, and so you guys know what you're getting into. We hit 150 likes, or we hit 150 subscribers, I will give 2 boxes of crappie jigs away. All you gotta do, 1 through 500. That's all you gotta do. That is subscribe. So, remember, pause and enjoy life. Get out there and keep fishing.